Okay, we've arrived at Hyundai Lings in Lowestoft. Not sure which one I'm driving, whether it's that black one there or there's a white one on the front I saw. So I'm going to have a look around and see what they've got here before we start. Just out of interest, on the old Fiesta, what do we have? 74.8 miles per gallon, average 37 miles an hour. The trip was 30.9 miles in total. Okay, so we're in the Ioniq, and this is my first chance of really feeling, and so far it does feel quite premium in here. I've reset everything to 0 so I can test miles per gallon. There's not a lot of fuel in it, but hopefully I'm not going to use any. Hopefully I'll get by with the electric. It's a really nice place to be. It's really comfortable. I haven't got myself fully sorted yet, ready to go. I've got my music going on a little USB stick tucked down the bottom, but Android Auto needs a few updates on my phone before I can get that fully connected on the car, so I'll wait until I get home and do that. But time to get going and see what this thing can do and see how it feels. But so far, very, very good. There we go. My first experience of charging. Just pulled into McDonald's to grab a coffee, and I knew there was a charging point here. I've never used it. I have no idea how it worked. First ever time even considering a charge, and lo and behold, it's free. You pull in and plug the cable in. You gotta laugh that I got out of the car, it was in park, got the cable out, I couldn't undo the flap to get the charging cable in, and turned out I am a silly sod that doesn't know you have to turn the car off. So there's the first good example. It's so quiet and so easy. I forgot to turn the car off. Because the car was still running, it wouldn't open the filler flap, the charge point flap, and it took me a while to work out that was what was going on. So yeah, rather daft. Charging experience, yeah, how does that feel? It says 2 hours to be charged. I don't think so. I think I'll stop here with my coffee for a little bit, but there's no way I'm going to sit here for 2 hours just to fill up for free. I'll go home and plug it in at home and spend a couple of pounds on the electricity or whatever it costs. Okay, just a short video of the outside. I've got home, charged from McDonald's till about 48-49%, and I've got home and plugged it into the 3-pin charger, so I'll see how long that takes. A quick look on the outside. I'm not so keen on these wheels. I mean, they're okay, but I prefer the 17-inch ones. Well, that doesn't look very good, does it? Because it's a wide-angled lens. The boot. Well, the boot's not very big. I thought it was, but I just had the dog hop up in here. Basically, it doesn't sit very far back. I've taken the cover out, and he still didn't sit very far back. And basically, if he sat here in the middle, he's only a small dog, but basically he was bashing his head on the window, shutting it. It's really shallow here, so it's no good for a dog to sit at this point. They have to go back. So I definitely wouldn't want a larger dog in there. I'll try him later in his dog bed and see if he goes further back and see how we go. Okay, so you can see in this picture that Cracker, who's a cross with a Cocker Spaniel, when he's sitting and leaning more to the front, his head will stick out and bash where the glass would actually be, so it's not quite ideal. I'm back at the Hyundai dealer. Just finished my test drive for 24 hours. I've done 2 trips in it. Well, actually no, 3 or 4 little trips. But the 2 main ones, I managed 34 miles of range on pure electric, and just coming back to the dealership I've also done 34 miles again, so I'm quite happy that driving economically, maybe not hypermiling, but certainly not breaking the speed limits and being conscious to look ahead, etc. So I managed 34 miles on just EV range. That's all I want to do on this test drive. I didn't want to test the electric side of things because I'm considering an electric car. So yeah, what did I think of this plug-in hybrid? it's a really nice car, yeah. Very spacious, very easy to drive. The steering's very light, suspension's very comfortable. It steers well. It's not sharp and sporty, but it's certainly not wallowy and soft. It's a really nice car to drive. There's lots of buttons in the car, which I'll share with you. There's loads on the steering wheel, there's loads on the door, there's loads down the side, there's loads for the infotainment system, there's loads for the heating system, and you got heated seats and your drive modes. The USB stick goes in there, or your connection for your phone for Android Autoplay. So there's lots going on. There's loads of information on the screens. Absolutely masses of information available to you. It can be a bit overwhelming if you're not used to looking at it. What did I test? I definitely tried not to go into petrol mode. I did a few times just to look after the heating controls, apparently, probably to recharge the main car battery. But apart from using 1 or 2 miles of petrol by accident, I managed on pure electric all the way. It's not a very fast car. I think I said to start with in my anticipation that I'm expecting it to be quite slow because the electric motor is not as powerful as the full EV, and that was the case. It's pretty sluggish until you really put your foot down and you get the assistance of the petrol engine. But that didn't worry me. That's probably the reason why I'm not interested in this car, because it's neither one thing or the other. It's not a really good petrol car, and it's not a really good EV either. What it is an excellent hybrid. You can definitely get really good economy. I worked out with my Fiesta that got 74.8 to the gallon on the trip over here. That worked out to be about 7 pence a mile. Looking at the electricity consumption of this car, which I was getting 5 miles per kilowatt hour, then that worked out to be, I would guess, about 3 pence a mile. So it's a lot cheaper to run in fuel costs than even a really economical little diesel like mine. So yeah, it's good at what it does, it's just not for me. I'm now going to go in and talk about Kona test drive. Thank you for watching. Please like, please subscribe. I'm really impressed and thankful for all those people that are watching and subscribing. So obviously I'm doing something right in some respect. I'll try to make these reviews a little bit more polished as well. I'm aware of how difficult it is to plan ahead and think about what you're going to say and how much information you can edit on your filming, so I apologise for the amateur nature of them, but that's exactly what this is. It's an amateur, honest, independent view of what I'm looking at, and this as a test drive of the Ioniq plug-in hybrid. Thanks for watching and see you again soon. Bye!